Kevin Joseph Faircourt. I'm born in Los Angeles, 1978. I mostly get radical every day, and I study fashion, music, and film. I have a trade journal. It's called Faircourt, Editorial.com, and he's like my new, star of the show. He does sort of everything, so that's why I hang out with him.
And I'm Michael Monasterio. I was born in 1991 in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and now I'm living in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm primarily an actor, writer, and I just met Kevin here a couple weeks ago, and he extended the invitation to come be a part of his team. I got back to him, and then magic happened. And so now we're here up at Sundance just taking names, kicking some butt.
What is Faircourt Editorial?
Yeah, it's about story. It's my story I'm telling you, right? It's your story that we're trying to find out, like, what's your story, the group story, what's the story? What's the story, what's the hot story, what's the old story, what's the new story? It's all story.
Yeah, and the other thing is we have definitely made it an objective to be the bridge between young filmmakers and what the business is really like. Mm-hmm. So when we're doing these interviews, when we're conducting them, the questions that we ask are basically centered around movie money. So we want to know how much they want to sell their film for, how much they think it's worth. How did they find the funding for it? We want to know how they do it, because as a young filmmaker myself, I didn't know very much about that business. I was very educated on the art side. I know that there is definitely a science behind the art, and I've studied it. And so I've taken it upon myself to go and learn this side of it, because a lot of young filmmakers don't. And it is crucial to having a successful film. You have to know how to fund it. You have to have the people in the suits that know how to talk to people who know the product, because that's what it is. And so that's what we're doing is we're basically going to exploit the information that nobody really hears about. This is how it's done.
That's not bright enough for me. Let's do 1600. If that's clean, rolling camera. I put together 3-man costume, so it's a mask and it's a hat. I think you had a chef hat, like a tall chef hat. I had like a king's crown, and then we both had black masks, like the masquerade types. We do it to spice up our interviews. We basically wanted to change it up. We're a young crew, we're improvising, we're testing things, and we want to create a different response. And the response that we created was a really engaged, powerful, we want that. And we just kind of did a loop through the press office, and that's where the writer-directors show up to get their credentials. So what happened?
Yeah, we got an incredible response. Everybody was looking at us, and so as journalists, it was incredibly useful. So we happened to walk into the press room, and immediately we got some feedback from a producer of a film, and she was very, very actually grateful that we went out of our way to be kind of so bizarre. She had pink hair, and she was an incredibly outgoing individual herself, and so you can always hit a type of person when you do something out of the box, and we got a great response from them. They talked for us for 25 minutes.
So the costumes are just a fun way to meet new people. They talk to you. They start talking to you. Yeah, you either love it or you don't. And if there's something you love, you do it. And you don't stop doing it until you stop loving it. And if you stop loving it, you stop doing it, you find something else you love, and you do it.
All right, we are here, and we are with the Elon Sundance Experience.
All right, what I like about Elon and the Sundance Experience is you got some kids that are really dedicated to film and independent film, specifically here at Sundance. So not only did they pack all their bags and fly over here for like a few days and pay for this place, and their instructors care enough to come with them and do all that, but they're really eager to produce, and they're really eager to learn, and that's what you don't get at a lot of schools. I've been to a few schools, and they don't usually happen like this. This is something that you sort of build over the course of 40 years, and you hope that you have a production company the size or dedicated. So, it's rare to have 20 people standing around like waiting for something to happen. And that's what's cool about Elon, is these people care and they work hard. It's obvious.
And the award goes to...
You guys are great. Thank you so much.